Thanks for tuning in to the KRVN Sports Podcast page, your home for all of the local broadcasts produced by KRVN Sports. This page and the playback is brought to you by Hoegemeyer Hybrids, raising the bar on yield performance. For KRVN, I'm Jayson Jorgensen. Well, today we're joined by the longtime public address announcer of UNK volleyball and UNK sports, Rich Broderson. Rich has a tremendous opportunity coming up this fall. Rich, thanks for the time. And if folks haven't heard, tell us about your big news.
I will be the new public address announcer for Husker volleyball. Very excited to have the opportunity to do it and be asked to do it. And so that adds another I don't know what's the word I should say, another event to my resume.
Rich, people know your work for years with UNK. Also, you've been the voice at NSAA events since the early 90s, and most recently started as one of the PA announcers for the Big Ten baseball tournament in Omaha. But how'd you get this deal?
Well, I've been fortunate. I've been working with the Husker staff on other projects, with Big Ten baseball. Some of the staff works Love Omaha volleyball, and now it's called Love Nebraska. And that's what Jordan Larson's part of. So I had the opportunity. I've been working with these folks, and I already have a rapport with them. And when they asked if I would be willing to do it this year, I said, yeah, that'd be great.
You got to be so excited for this. This has come a long way for you since the days starting out in McCook and in Kearney.
It is. I'm not getting any younger, and have these opportunities. I really wanted to take it and have the opportunity to do it. Obviously, Nebraska volleyball is one of the premier volleyball programs in the United States and the NCAA, and to have that opportunity to be part of that program and to provide the soundtrack at a volleyball match at Bob Devaney and John Cook Arena, it's a great thing that's going to be part of my resume moving forward.
Rich, I have to guess that once the offer was made and you were asked to do this, you probably had a pretty quick decision for them, didn't you?
No brainer. I didn't say no. Obviously, I did a little research and homework. Obviously, I'm allowed to still do UNK, which is great because that's pretty close to my heart. UNK volleyball I've been doing for the last 35 years. This fall will be my 36th year doing UNK volleyball. And to be able to do the Huskers and the Lopers is pretty huge.
We are talking today with longtime public address announcer in the state of Nebraska, Rich Broderson, who once again will be the new public address announcer for Nebraska volleyball. Start up this weekend. Rich, with doing the Huskers and the Lopers, you're going to be burning up I-80 this fall.
I am, but, with my job at the University of Nebraska Foundation, I make numerous trips to the east part of the state to see alumni and donors that support the UNK athletic program, and I'm still going to be able to do that. I have that opportunity, and I think things will work out just right. And
it sounds like your first call for the Huskers is going to be this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to kick it off the scrimmage, kind of get a feel of how things have been done and, how I can implement what I do and try to help the entertainment of the fan base and also, for the athletes. I mean, it's for them, the student athletes and the fans, and I hope to do things the way that people will like.
I would assume then you'll also get to call the Husker matches at Pinnacle Bank Arena with that huge match to start off with against Pittsburgh in a couple of weeks.
I do. I get to do the 22nd to the 24th, the AVCA First Serve.
So what a way to start.
Yeah, it's some pretty good matchups. I mean, I kick it off with Nebraska and Pittsburgh, and then I followed up with Florida and Stanford. And then on Saturday, Creighton's taking on Penn State. But on Sunday, it's the flip. Nebraska plays Stanford, and then Florida will play Pittsburgh.
I always like to ask people in situations like this, and of course, your dad was in radio, and everybody knew him, but do you remember the first time that you PA'd an event?
My first actual, believe it or not, doing public address announcing was UNK, and it was, believe it or not, UNK volleyball.
I'll be darned.
The fall of 1990. I was very fortunate. Is a timing deal, but it's also who you know.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to UNK, Dick Beecher was the athletic director, and my dad knew Dick, and my dad, with his encouragement, said, "Hey, go in and see Mr. Beecher and see if he would be had anything for you to help volunteer with. Get involved. Just don't be someone that sits in your dorm room." And I took that to heart, and I went and, earlier that year, July 1st, some guy retired known as Don Briggs, who did a lot of the public address announcing. And they were still looking for a PA guy in August. And with the help of Dick Beechner and Britt Robinson, here's a young guy without any experience on the microphone in an arena. And, I mean, I've learned as I gone along. And, here I am starting year 36, coming up here under a month.
Well, you just never know when a door opens what that opportunity could be.
Absolutely. And I am very honored. I'm also very blessed to have the opportunity to do this, and I'm looking forward to it. I love supporting UNK like I always do and always will, but even having the opportunity to go down to Lincoln and be the voice of Nebraska volleyball in the Bob Devaney Sports Center is pretty special.
And there you have it, the thoughts of new Nebraska volleyball public address announcer Rich Broderson. His voice has certainly been the signature voice at events in the state for a long, long time. He's going to be busy this fall, PA voice for the Huskers and also for the Lopers. For KRVN Sports, I'm Jayson Jorgensen.